What is going on, guys? Listen, I'm trying to figure out how to open this video. It's been a good weekend for me. It has been a very successful weekend for me. All I can tell you is it's been a six-figure weekend for me, pretty easy six-figure weekend for me, and I hope you guys are having the same level of success. What I'm doing this weekend and the money I made this weekend is a result of all the things I kicked off last year. Okay, true story. And even things I kicked off in the beginning of this year. Almost every bit of what is bringing me financial success right now, I've already shared with you guys. Everything I have my investments into, I share with you guys. I don't do sponsored content. I'm not doing anything sponsored this year. I don't have to. I don't like doing it because I know what happens. These guys pay me, I shell it to you, you guys buy it, you probably get sold into. I'm trying to get away from that model this year. So anything I share with you is because I myself have invested my own money in it, okay? I can guarantee you that. Anything I share with you, my money is in it, whether it's going to be something I actually did get the seed, private sell, or I'm going to buy in the public sell, okay? My money will be tied in it. So I'm riding this with you. And if you want to keep riding this money wave with me, make sure you smash that subscribe button and make sure you like the video, comment, the whole 9 yards. Now listen, today I have something new for you. It's something very interesting and also a reminder of another project that is absolutely crushing it. And if you happen to have gotten in early when I first mentioned this, right now, you are sitting freaking pretty. All right, so let's dive into the first one. Now, this is a bit of a controversial little, I guess you could say, project I put my own money into. I'm sharing the fact right here. This is my wallet, okay? I'm in the bonded DAO for this platform. I'm sharing this with you so that you guys know that I am putting my investment into this. This is U8D. Now, to spice this up for you, here's the universal dollar right here. It's at $1.19. This is a rebasing token. It has to stay around $1. It's not like your other ones out there. We're going to get more details about this. This one is very, very interesting. Very seldom do I actually meet a team, that fronted everything themselves. Hundreds of thousands of dollars themselves to build something. Okay, so bear with me on this. I think every one of you will enjoy this. And I think this one right here has a lot of legs to stand on. When I got into U8D, I immediately want to go ahead and get into the DAO, or the bonded DAO, because of the fact if you look at the bottom left, and let me get myself out the way, it's returning 1.96%. That's 2%. 2%, and that's per hour, guys. That is 2% per hour in the bonded TVL and 4.65% in the LP. That is insanity. Now you might be asking, holy crap, that's crazy, right? Myself, before I knew the story and actually talked to the team, I was like, this is kind of sketch. 2%, that's a lot of dang money. That's huge rewards. I put 2K into this. And when I did my 2K, because I thought it was such a good freaking deal, I did my 2K somewhere around like $15. It was really high. Yeah, I was right. It was on Wednesday. It was like $15 and some change. And I've just been writing it down ever since. Why? 2% per day. That is why. I'm not worried about the loss. 2% per day, 2% per hour. Do the math. Absolutely insane. Again, this is not sponsored. Now, let me give you a quick brief rundown on why I feel this is worth putting on the channel and why I feel it's worth showing to you guys. So if you think about the economics of things like the ESDs and the DSDs and the things like this, right? If you don't know what ESD and DSD is, go look at those coins and look at what they have done. Absolute insanity. U8D fits in the same category. But the problem about the other two was people would quickly take and run to Uniswap at a certain point that it just looked too good to sell. And that's what they did. They went to these platforms and they sold. Makes it very difficult for the ecosystem. But what U8D is trying to do with this is something different. Instead of just having these things on Uniswap, instead of just having these things on the exchanges, let's get on Curve. They're going to put this on Curve. With Curve comes the lending platforms, becomes more financial options, where it just doesn't make sense if you're a bigger staker, if you're someone who has a lot of this, to go and sell it. And because of the fact the other ones are missing that Curve element, they're all in that, not only running with that Uniswap and the couponing element, they're having a terrible time rebasing to $1. It's really hard in the market cap, and it boils down to the fact that the couponing doesn't work and the system is broken, right? And it's also growing too fast. U8D wants to grow slower. So with the fact that it wants to run slower with the elements of Curve, this one has a lot more legs to stand on as far as being a more reliable platform. Now, another thing that I've had other people object to about U8D is the team. They're not really anon, they're semi-anon, okay? And the whole anonymous thing really drives me crazy. Like, people sit there and say, well, if the team's anonymous, I don't want anything to do with it. It's like they'd rather be scammed with faces. Like, okay, I'm okay getting scammed as long as I can see the faces, but 9 out of 10 times, those faces were paid for faces, not even the real team. The team is actually anon, and they put fake faces up front. That's a common practice. Anon, in my opinion, doesn't matter. Satoshi is anonymous, okay? Freaking Satoshi is anonymous. You have to remember that. Whether the team wants to be known or unknown, that doesn't matter to me. I want to know how it was built, why it was built. Talk to me about the money. The money aspect of why this platform was built is really sexy. They raised $0. Okay, this is something you know. UAD raised $0. They put $400,000 to $500,000 of their own money in themselves. This is self-funded, self-financed. These kind of guys don't rug pull. Not to mention the people who built it. Well, I've actually had a chance to talk to them. They're stupid rich. Like, they really are stupid rich. They don't need your money. They're just trying to build something cool. Like, this is what this is. This is cool. They want to build something good. Now, if you look at the platform, you might say, well, it looks kind of similar to the ESD and DSC platform. Well, they spent a lot of money. Well, they did spend a lot of money, and they didn't do a crappy fork. They rebuilt the whole thing. They rebuilt the whole thing. It's genius. What they did here is completely genius. So in the description of the video below, I'm going to leave to you the explanation of the ecosystem, the UAD, and how the 2% works. There's going to be an equation in there. So for those of you that understand it, can break it down and see that the math is sound, okay? I'm not going to say anything else about this, but I'm going to say this. I'm in the DAO. I'm making that 2% per hour, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I do believe, based off of the people that built this, that my money should be safe. Now, I only put $2,000. I put $2,000 of this on Wednesday, and that has grown pretty substantially. So take a look at it for yourself. I'll put the link for it down below. The next thing we have to talk about is Prosper. If you guys got in Prosper when I first mentioned it, holy crap, you guys are sitting pretty good. Let's go look at the Pros token right now, because it is like, it's beautiful. $1.68 over the past 14 days. 160%, 7 days, 50%, 24 hours, 9%. This thing is on fire. The predictive technology that is behind this is on fire. People, traders, whales, those who really matter in this ecosystem have noticed, and they're wanting to use it. This kind of technology is actually a big deal in the space. But let's take it one step farther. Remember how I said UAD? It was the people behind it that really, really made me like it. The team, the structure, they're wise. Why are you doing this? And what are you going to do for the community that's going to support you? Now check this out. Prosper did something that super impressed me. They did a vote. They did a freaking vote. Only 24 hours left to participate in the first Prosper DAO vote. Do you support lockup extensions for early investors? Yes, I support. No, I don't support. Guess what? If you click that link, you'll see that changes were made. They adjusted the lockup for early investors based off of a vote, and the people that had the most voting power are actually those who were the early investors. I'm super impressed with that. It makes me very happy to see that no one is in a hurry to cash out. No one is in a hurry to wreck the community. If you actually take a time to go reach out to the team or look at the community chat, the way they're looking at it is the growth has been phenomenal. The adoption has been phenomenal, and they don't want to do anything to hurt the community that has been jumping on board, that believes in this. So I don't know. I don't think it's too late for Prosper, personally. I don't believe it's too late. I'm super excited about this. I believe, personally, I think this should be settling down somewhere around $2. I think it'd be a $2 range kind of coin, you know what I mean? I think at some point when it hits that mid $2, it might not go back below $2. Now, I could be wrong, but just based off the fact that your early investors have agreed to sit there and stay locked up even longer gives me more confidence in the fact that this coin is a $2 coin. Now, I have to acknowledge something that everyone asked me about, the GameStop freaking controversy. I'm probably going to get demonetized and maybe even kicked in the head by YouTube for saying this right here, but it fucking makes me happy to see the little guys take out the big guys. And that's what originally brought me to the cryptocurrency space, mind you, is the fact that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin primarily was the opportunity for the little guy to stick it to the big guy. But with Bitcoin being so overbought by institutions and basically being controlled and leveraged by them, I fear that we're losing that little guy advantage when it comes to Bitcoin, even though the fact that we are already community driven. And the very thing that made the short squeeze possible with GameStop being community and communication and community strategy is the thing that the community has done for years with Bitcoin. Even though the very thing that they use is what we use now, the fact is I feel that they have too much of a grip on Bitcoin, and it makes me really sad. It does. But you know what? I'm at least happy to see in the traditional world that they're using the same methods we use as a community in our space over here, and they're still crushing the institutions. That's what needs to happen. The big guys need to stop crushing the little guys. It's nice to see it turn around. Now, seeing how Robinhood and everyone reacted to that, that's why centralized entities are not good entities to manage your money. A lot of people made a killing. Young, average people made a killing off the GameStop short squeeze, and they can't cash out. Robinhood froze them. This is part of the big boys sitting there saying, hey, little guys, you are not going to win. And this is something I also think about when it comes to Bitcoin. How comfortable are the big guys with seeing the little guys make a ton of money? That's just it's like, to them, it's like the laws of nature. You can't break them, right? And that's what's happening with the GameStop thing. I feel over a long enough timeline, they want to put those same checks and balances on us in the Bitcoin space, because us in the cryptocurrency world, it turns out a new millionaire almost every single day right now. Almost every single day, you're getting groups of new millionaires. And it's real easy to figure out. Just go freaking to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Watch the coins. Look for the ones that had the biggest pumps in the past 24 hours. Go check out the wallets. You know what I mean? And you'll see, holy crap. Some wallets just became multi-millionaires. It's true. It happens every single day, especially in the current market. I don't think it's going to last forever. I think a bear market is always inevitable. But I want the little guy to make as much money as possible before the big guys come in there and trump this. Truly, it's going to be a matter of time before altcoins and exchanges get put under the same control as something like Robinhood has. You know what I mean? I feel like U.S. regulations and financial regulations are meant to do that, is to sit there and choke out the opportunities for the little guys. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a little guy and the traditional world, and maybe you can call me a semi-well here in the crypto world. But we'll see. Time will tell. But if you made money off of that GameStop thing, please comment below and talk and share your story a little bit there, because that's freaking awesome. Anyone who actually got in on that, it's freaking awesome. But listen, that's all I have for today. I know I did a lot on this U8D. It takes a lot of explaining because it's got the sketchy dynamics, but I wanted to show that this is not something to be scared of. It's not something to be scared of. This is not guys trying to scam you. That's the bottom line. I can guarantee that they're not trying to scam you. These guys are actually trying to make something good. And make sure you check out Prosper. I think great things are happening. Super happy to see that they care about what the community thinks. Happy to see that the early investors that had the most voting power are like, yeah, let's hold back. Let's support the community and support the team. That is freaking huge. I mean, absolutely huge. But yeah, anyhow, enjoy the rest of you guys this weekend, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace out.